gonna be a neutral matchup for at this point. When do we seal some trades here more than this one spear we got here just a moment ago? Really putting those traps there, and there comes a little poke from Zed, doing some damage on Nidalee. Zed is going to push down this lane, making a pressure to the turret. Zed taking this trap, bringing vision to Nidalee and getting a slight damage there. Zed trying to poke Nidalee some more, but will miss his shuriken. Zed really pushing hard down this lane. Nidalee trying to counter push, but it will look pretty weak. And there goes the second Nexus turret. There comes an ultimate from Zed. Not gonna be enough. Almost killing this Nidalee. And there we have it. Zed destroying this Nexus. Zetsu almost killing this Nidalee. Only chance this Nidalee has that he baits actually into this fountain and Zetsu would lose there, but I doubt he wants to do that. And there comes Flash. Is there gonna be a killing blow? Barrier coming in. Not a single kill, but Zetsu will put this freaking base down. I didn't expect one round could last 27 minutes. Holy crap. For the death battle. Fist going on in, making a little pressure. Urgot making a good pressure on the Fist, but we didn't see ultimate coming from Urgot, unfortunately. But we want to see some action here, not a farm fest like the last game. Fist engaging again, there comes the shark! And making a good pressure to Urgot, but will not go any further. There comes the red potion from Jesper. He's gonna pick up this relic, trying to sustain a little longer. Fist going on again. Urgot will use his ultimate. Is there gonna be killing? No. Urgot making counter poking to the Fist. Some Lockadon missiles doing a good damage on Fist. Fist jumping again, using that barrier. And Urgot wins the game, getting that first blood. Well played by Chessbed there. Well done. I got one rank on each spell here. One Doran's blade coming up. And Doran's shield as well. Both having the same exact items. Pretty interesting matchup coming up. V versus Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao in this brush. V's gonna face check it. Xin Zhao going in, charging up. But V's gonna counter this. He's going on in, putting a great pressure on Xin Zhao. Ignite coming up from V. That heal is not gonna heal that. Really good pressure, barrier coming in. Xin Zhao still trying to make plays, but not gonna be enough. And V's gonna pick up the first blood. The minions are barely gonna spawn, and this game is already over. Well played by V there. So Udyr versus Kayle, we will see. Is there gonna be some really epic coming up right away, like last game? Barely the minions got spawned and the game was already over. Pretty vice versa to the first game when it was battle the Nexus. Shut up, announcer, you're too lousy, bitch. So the minion spawning here. Koiv was still sitting on this brush. Is there going to be plays made? He got 2 points to target, and there comes the stun. There comes the stun, and more pressure coming up. Doing a pretty good damage on this Kayle. But it's not going to be enough. Udyr going for another stun, and Exhaust coming up. Ignite coming up as well. For both players, and Barrier as well. Both hitting very, very low HP. And Kayle and Udyr both barely going to survive this. What is going to happen next? Kayle has advantage at this point because he has the range, that range to play on, and Udyr has to engage in front to make those plays. So we will see what's going to happen. Pretty close there that the game was already over, so You could say there was some luck involved, but pretty aggressive fight there right away. Unlike the first game. There comes the stun. Not gonna happen. Kayle kiting with her slow. Making a very good pressure. Very good pressure coming up by Kayle. Udyr stunning him right away. And there comes the first blood. There is just no way Udyr could trade for this Kayle. And therefore Stratomatic wins the 4th round. Well played by Kayle there. And good try for Udyr as well. I really appreciate you tried him. And there comes the first incarnation here. Not much happening. Jesper taking little damage and Zot's gonna neglect that Yorick's damage with her shield. So she's not taking any. I think Jesper is aware that Riven's here. They're coming just Zotsu again, making a little more pressure. Taking some mana and HP out of Yorick as Riven is untouched. Riven going again in very aggressively, putting some damage. As he gets pressured by Yorick, Riven making a little pressure on Jesper as well. Now heading for the laning phase as the minions came to the lane. Riven going again in, trying to make pressure. Will not make any plays yet. Getting those last hits in. Riven going again in. Really getting good pressure. Actually, Yorick's getting pretty at this point. So Riven has really done good job with pressuring the Yorick. Out-sustaining his mana off. And Yorick is now. So it is looking very great on Riven's side now. Barrier, and Riven got his ultimate and Ignite too. As you can see, super minion can tank very well and they do a great chunk of damage to the turret. Riven doesn't even have ability to destroy the minions early enough, as the first Nexus turret is going to get down. Riven going on it with ultimate, putting every cooldown now, as well as Yorick using his ultimate. Is there gonna be a killing blow now? Not yet. Riven trying to clear up the minions, but the super minions are just too strong. Ignite coming up, and Flash. Really good try by Riven. Is he gonna die to the minions? Having 70 HP now. Jesper just wants to make sure he wins. Picking up that relic. And second Nexus turret is gonna get down. There's only Nexus left, and this Riven with 130 HP. What is he going to do? He's going to actually trying to get these relics, but it's not gonna help because he is going to push now to the Nexus, and the winner will be Jesper now. Well played. You're sure a strong duelist here. So is he gonna die? We'll see. Not quite, but Jesper wins around. Well played, Yorick there. Moving on to the finals. Now we got the minions here. It's gonna be a really passive game, most likely. Jack's jumping on in. Getting that shield out of the Malphite's way, but doing no damage, as Malphite got some damage traded into action here. Jack's going on in, failing that counter strike, trying to do some pressure. Both getting kind of low on mana actually at this point already. So really going aggressive here. Malphite having a slight edge over the course of health and mana. But it is going to get pushed in favor of Axel here, which means that Malphite is going to get under turret. He's trying to freeze the creeps a little, but not too much. He doesn't have to freeze them too much. When will the first turret get down, or will it get down? Malphite pushing the lane again. More seismic shards thrown to Jax. How many you will need till you die? It sure is a long match. 20 minutes went in. Jax gonna jump in. Got that relic up. Malphite trading back. Malphite gonna pick up that relic too. Jax gonna jump in. Doing a decent pressure. Malphite doing auto attacks. Barrier used by Jax. Easter gonna be conclusive here. Malphite still has his ultimate. Gonna knock this one up. And well, that's very interesting. There comes the first blood! Up to Jax! Holy crap, he actually turned this one around. I got speechless at this point. Very, very, very close, man. And Jax got better abuse on his cooldowns and actually turned the tides of the battle and will go to the finals. The game, so you will win this. We're gonna see what items they're gonna be picked. Boots for Zed. Catalyst of the Protector up to Singed and 5 health potions, making it quite sustainish lane up to Singed. And Copodorn's plates and boots and 2 health potions up to Zed. And remember now, this is not a single elimination, this is battle to the Nexus, or if one of the players surrenders, as it is the finals of this tournament. Maybe now when it's not a single elimination, we can see more aggressive play here. I really hope so.
Minions have spawned.
Minions gonna spawn now. Zed kind of trying to make that poke, but will miss all of his spells. While Sinch has 2 points in his poison and 1 on flame, not taking point on mega adhesive yet, which is his W. And now when you can die, there are the creeps gonna matter now. Sinch gonna make a flame here, Axe gonna make a poking as well. Jeff is really clearing that wave fast. Putting Axe here. He's actually cornering with the poison. He's zoning himself pretty well, doing a pretty good damage there. Axe below 50% of HP. He is doing a good chunk of damage. And now Jesper has the Catalyst. He will restore a good portion of his health as well through the item. Plus there will be the relic spawning at 3 minute 10 seconds mark. As for the creeps go, Zed has slight advantage of the creeps. He has an 11 while Sinch has 8. But as Jesper has bigger lane presence, he has reached level 4 first, and actually gonna take that level 4 as well. And Zed is going to max his E, and Sinch gonna max his poison first, which are good decisions. Absolutely, absolutely. Sinch putting out that poison, trying to clear the way, but the lane is at bad position, so he doesn't want to proceed. Relic's gonna spawn now, actually gonna pick it in right away, his own relic here. Sinch gonna throw that slow, and actually gonna kite that one, but it's going to be that Jesper's not gonna flame down this one, as he was out of range, most likely. But Jesper really gonna push down the lane, hitting up that level 6. And there comes the relic, really restoring good portion of his health, and he's full mana now, so he definitely has no mana problems now when he has the Catalyst of the Protector. And there comes Mega Adhesive again. Will there be a fling? Not gonna reach that fling, neither this time. Will he fling this time? Not again, not again. Coming some more pressure down to the Z. He is doing a decent pressure up the Singed as Z is full HP and Singed has lost some portion of his HP. Z gonna try to counter push the lane as Singed just throwing those poisons. Z here very well kiting his fling so he won't get pressured by him. Still no kills trade, even though there is no single elimination rule here this time. They really want to play safe. Because if you will die, the other person has a bigger advantage of pushing down the lane. She's gonna pick Kha'zix here, Kha'zix own relic here, and gonna clear the wave with that poison. As well, Singed's gonna have a little advantage on the creeps. There comes the flame, doing a little damage. Both have their all summoner spells and cooldowns available, such as their ultimates too. Little poking here and there, both clearing the creeps pretty steadily. Quite passive game going on here. Singed's gonna push down this lane. As the creep wave will come, right away rush in with the poison. Gonna clear up that wave. But it is very passive game going on. Jesper gonna take a couple of hits from the turret. Getting a little pressured by Kha'zix here. Getting slowed by Kha'zix here, doing a little pressure. Kiting that Singed. Not gonna get flinged this time either. Jesper gonna pick up that little relic and get some more HP back. Really passive gameplay. Z leading with one creep here. Both players up to 45 CS. Still nothing miracles has happened. Since one to push the lane, failing that slow, will get flamed. And Zed gonna use that ultimate, doing some good pressure up to Jesper, but not will be a killing blow there. Not yet. Kha'zix gonna pick up that relic. Jesper down to half of his HP, and Kha'zix down to 70% of his HP. Creeps going pretty equal, little in favor of Zed here. Some more folk coming up from both players. No flame this time. As you got pretty good kite potential with Zed, you can dodge those flames pretty easily. Mega Adhesive coming up from Singed. And he is going to pick Zed's relic right over there to get some HP back. And therefore Zed's gonna clear up that wave so Singed cannot push. And Zed and both Singed gonna have that level 11 now, having both players having that second rank ultimate now. As Zed is slightly leading on CS. Will there be plays soon? Who will get the first blood? Another relic stolen by Jesper here. Just gonna use that poison again to clear down the wave, as Zed gonna at the same time pick up his own relic to get his HP full. Zed gonna do a little poking down here. When it comes to poking, Zed has the advantage, meaning that he has the range, he has the kiting potential, when Sinch have to come close by when you want to do that fling and things like that. But Sinch has the slow, so he can reach closer to Sinch, so... Both clearing other players' minions. Zed gonna steal his relic. There comes the flame, doing a little damage here, and mega adhesive after that. Slight pressure from both players. Nothing too conclusive yet. Both players have their ultimates now, and none of the summoner stuff has used either. Fling comes down here, as Zed trying to poke him as well, doing a decent damage. Zed gonna use his ultimate. Will there be a kill this time? Jetpack gonna fling and use his ultimate as well. Jetpack gonna fail his slow, actually gonna kite down this one. Not gonna happen. Will there be a fling? There comes the fling, up to Singed. Up to Zed, I mean, sorry. And Jetpack getting pretty low on mana, but now he's gonna get a level up, so he will restore some mana and HP back, thanks to that Catalyst Protector. As for the total gold goals, Zed is slightly ahead on this one, and has proved some good poking that you can do with Zed here. And that creep clearing is pretty fast too. Pretty fast indeed. Zed gonna pick up that relic, as he is down to 7% of his HP, Sinch having like 50% of his HP and mana currently. There comes Mega Adhesive from Sinch, and he will get kited again by this Zed. Will he fling? Will he fling? Not. There comes the fling. Sinch getting pretty low actually. Will there be a killing blow now? Barrier used by Sinch. He's trying to fling to the turret, but he's not in range. Will there be a fling? Not quite yet. Not gonna happen, but Jetpack definitely tried to fling down to his turret and get a kill there. Both having ultimates now ready. Axu having his both summoners and Jetpack having his exhaust left. Having that barrier on cooldown. He's getting a little under pressure. There comes the ultimate from Zed. Doing a good damage. Almost getting that first blood picked up by Axu there. Since actually trying to fling down this one to the turret, but it's not gonna happen. Sunfire Cape instantly picked up by Sinch there, having that extra sustain and AoE damage. And it looks like X want to die for this turret, so he doesn't get killed by Jesper here. It is a wise choice indeed. So he doesn't get that extra gold. Rod of Ages and Sunfire Cape with a blended of Boots of Swiftness picked up by Singed, getting really tanky at this point. And at the same time, more Mortiers, the Brutalizer picked up by Zed. Really offensive plays there and items there. Singed still has his exhaust available, so he didn't use it at the last fight. And Zed didn't use his summoners at all. So Zed has a little edge at this point. She's gonna push down this turret a bit. Zed's gonna go back into the lane now. And he also got the cooldown boots, which aren't bad option, because you can spam more shurikens and shit that way. Not bad. Not bad either. At all. So there comes the fling. He's flinging actually to the relic straight away. Zed having a slight creep edge and one kill as well. But will Sinch throw that late game? Will he has that late game potential? Can he turn the tides of this one, or is it down to Zed? Both clearing other creeps now. Will he fling? There comes the fling again, doing the damage. Slow coming from Sinch as well, and some damage by Zed as well. Indeed. And just by blocking this one, there comes the Zed ultimate. Will there be a conclusion? Fling coming up by Sinch here, and slow as well. But there is not gonna be a killing blow at this point yet. Jetpack gonna push down this lane. The turret here is less than 50% of HP, as Jetpack turret is up to 90% of his HP. So Jetpack has gotten a better pushing down there, but actually has money advantage currently with the creeps and with a one killing blow. And there comes the fling again. Jetpack doing pretty good damage actually, but actually gonna kite down his spells, and it's not gonna be worthy now. Actually gonna pick up that relic. As well as Jetpack gonna pick up that relic. Jetpack gonna try to catch up to this one. There comes the fling again, doing a really good pressure, as well as Zed gonna use his both summoners to do some great pressure up the Jetpack. But not gonna be a killing blow at this point. As Axu has used all of his cooldowns, Jetpack still has his ultimate. There comes a Mega Adhesion, but not a fling. Jetpack still having his ultimate and both summoner spells at this point. So you could say he's on the edge currently. Sinch gonna pick up both of the relics, getting some extra health. He is short tanky, doing a decent damage with Rod of Ages, and has that extra sustain versus Zed with that Sunfire Cape, and gets the sustain out of it as well. It's pretty damn nice. Good items indeed on both players. Zed leading on with 5 creeps and has 400 gold advantage. And there comes the ultimate from Axel there. Really nice dodge there. Will it happen to place? Jesper gonna use all of his cooldowns, but there is not going to be a killing blow either at this point. Sinch gonna clear up these creeps under the turret so he can't push. Zed can't push that much. Zed gonna pick up the relic now and going back to the lane. Jesper has lower HP now, so Axel has gotten back into the place now, doing a really good job. Jesper gonna pick up that relic. He's not gonna get restored that much HP, as he has tons of HP with his Sunfire Cape and Rod of Ages. Another relic gonna get picked up in both of the players. But as Zed is more squishy, he will get more HP out of the relics, as he has almost 2.3k HP, as Sinch has 3.4k HP. So it is definitely that way, that you won't get that much benefit from the relics if you go by HP. Relic's gonna spawn again, getting picked up by the players. 18 minutes into the game, Zed has 1-0. But will the Jesper turn to tides? There comes the ultimate from Zed. Slow from Sinch as well to prevent some engagement. Sinch getting pretty low. Both used their ultimates there, but still no killing blow traded. sure that ultimate is pretty noisy. Singed ultimate. And it should just last long. You get good stats by there. Some regeneration, AP, armor and everything. Good ultimate indeed. There comes Mega Adhesive, but not counter fling there. Zed at full HP while Singed is at half HP. Zed gonna push down his turret. Both are just almost at level 18, but both almost at the max levels, and there is still no turret down. Fling gonna come up by Singed. Actually trying to dodge this poison trail. Will kite pretty well as just trying to make a pressure out of this. Will pick up his relic. And there comes another ultimate from Zed here. Will gonna make enough pressure. Both players getting pretty low. Good damage from both players here indeed. Both players gonna pick up the relics again. Sure. They sure does restore some health. They are good. Pretty OP, but there comes the fling again. Mega Adhesive, and Singed gonna use his ultimate. Will there be a kill? Exhaust used by Singed here. Actually is gonna dodge that poison by kiting him. Montage can Hex Trigger proc it out. And there comes the heal and barrier used by Zed as well. Singed gonna use that poison trail. There comes the fling, actually to the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Jetblade is going to pick up his first kill and probably going to push down this lane now. While Zed is at base, he's gonna pick up Last Whisper and that Black Cleaver, getting tons of armor penetration and Giant Belt as well. Gonna sell those Doran Blades. Zed want to get some sustain as well and damage thrown together. Will be very interesting now. So Jesper gonna use the same tactic here. He will die to the turret, so he doesn't give money to the Zed. Very good tactic indeed. Zed getting back to the game. Has a good chunk of damage and items, having over 300 added attack damage at this point, and lots of armor penetration, and now thrown down with some sustain and magic resist. And what do we have for Singed here? He finished up Zonia's Hourglass and Giant Spell and Blasting Wand, going up for that realized Crystal Scepter, making AP 80 Hybrid Singed, which isn't a bad option, not at all. Both going pretty hybrid, some tankiness and some damage thrown together. Zed gonna push down the first turret, as well as Jesper got his first turret as well. Jesper gonna push some more pressure here. Singed gonna throw that Mega Adhesive here. Will there be a fling? He cannot reach it, unfortunately. Zed gonna go instead in, making a good pressure there. Gonna fling the minion actually, instead of Zed. Both getting some damage taken, and they will heal themselves with the relics again. Zed making some kiting poke here. Mega Adhesive thrown here. Not gonna reach the fling ratio here. And there comes the fling. He's gonna try to kill him with the poison trail, but Kha'zix is gonna just run away. Use that W to get away there. And now he's gonna clear up the minions now. Another slow coming up from Singed. Not gonna be throw this time. And Relic's getting by Singed as well. Singed almost having the same gold as the Zed has. As Zed has a slight creep advantage over Zed. So the gold favor is still on Zed, up to Zed. But as I mentioned earlier, both have pretty good pushing potential. Both Singe and Zed, they can just mash up the waves pretty fast. And doesn't have problem that there you just sub instant wave clear by Zed. No problems with that. Another ult used by Zed. Zhonya's Hourglass used right away to neglect that Zed's damage output. Good timing there. Could deny some of Zed's damage. Mega has it thrown together. Will there be another fling? There comes the fling. An ultimate used by Singed. Exhaust used by Singed. He's gonna get that relic. Barrier is gonna be used by Zed here. And another slow coming up. There comes the another fling, but Zed is gonna kite this one up. Will there be another fling? There you go. Thanks to that movement speed you get from that ult. Really good damage, but as well as Zed is doing pretty good damage. Almost finishing up this Singed. So both has definitely good killing potential, but it was definitely like close trading there. Just waiting for these relics to come back up to get some more HP. And it doesn't heal that much anymore. Kha'zix has pretty much HP now. Ultimate used by Zed here. And that mark is going to finish up just by keeping up the kill up to Zed. But his creeps are pretty far away. He's not able to push that well. Even though the siege spawn time is 25 seconds, he might be able to just push down this one. He has to hurry though. Picking up his siege relics there. Will he make that push in 10 seconds for Siege to come back? He has finished his Wireless Truth Scepter, as well as he got Chain Vest on his pocket.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Is he gonna push down this inhibitor? Since he's respawning now, he's gonna clear those minions. Sin's gonna use his ultimate, but Zed is gonna retreat with his W. Really trying to chase down this one. Mega has it there, followed up with Fling, and now that he has the Gorilla's Crystal Scepter, it is really doing a good slow. Ultimate up to Zed. Not doing a much effort, as Singe has true advantage here. Another slow coming up, and there comes the killing blow. As Singe has over 300 ability power, he's really doing good damage now. As Zed has less than 100 magic resist, but he has good chunk of HP. But as Zed was lower HP, it is understandable. And he's trying to backdoor this one, just putting those auto attacks in. But I think it's not gonna be viable. 15 seconds for Zed that he will come back. Minions has the same, just has the same problem as the Zed had, because he wants to push down the lane, but the minions aren't there yet, and backdooring is very difficult today. Zed is gonna get spawned. He will pick up that Beauty by the Cutlass and finish up Warmock's armor. But since he's not going to get this turret down, as the creeps were too slow. As Zed will clear the minion wave, he's not able to push down this one. Still having slight advantage over the Zed. Having 11 creeps more, and the kills are equal, but he's leading on CS. And one turret, of course, but almost that. There comes a slow. Zed ultimate coming up. Hourglass used instantly. He's gonna use that poison. Trying to kite this one. Zed gonna go back. No fling's gonna happen. Another slow coming up. Will there be another fling? Sin's gonna use that ultimate. Will he get enough movement speed? There he goes. Fling used by Sin's there. Both have their summoner spells, except Zed has his barrier only, but Sin's gonna use his exhaust. Both having their barriers now ready. They're coming another fling. Hex Trigger is gonna proc up. Or Montage, whatever. Zed's gonna pick up the relic. Getting that mini slow from Beach by the Cutlass there. Both doing a great pressure to each other. Both getting pretty low HP. But Zed taking advantage of these creep relics over here, he's gonna have more HP restored. She's a little less than 1000 HP, while Zed has 1.3k now. Yes. They're gonna come, Zed ultimate, Flynn coming up, will it be enough, and there comes the killing blow. And now this time the minions are in pretty good position. Axe will pick up the inhibitor. Will this be end of the match? He's getting annihilated a little bit by the turrets. There will be not enough creeps yet. But he is sure trying to push 25 seconds more. 25 seconds more till the Singe comes back. He's gonna do a great chunk of damage to that turret. First Nexus turret is down. Will there be a second Nexus turret down? Second Nexus turret down. Will this be the end of the tournament? Will Axe win this tournament? Will he claim the prize? €10 pay safe card. And there he's gonna kite that, and there you go! Winner for the Proving Grounds tournament. Axu 8D, congratulations, you just won some Riot points. The tournament sure lasted longer than I anticipated. Some of the matches were quite long,